Okay, so we're going to look at the operation. You have multiplication. To expand multiplication, you're going to add. Expanding means you're like stretching it out. It's getting bigger, okay? So log base 7 of 8 plus log base 7 of 6. That is expanded. Okay, these are the basics. If I have division, just like when I have division with my exponents, I'm going to subtract. So you should have a minus sign here. And I'll fill it in 1 second. So log base 6 are the same base. So log base 6 of 12 minus log base 6 of 5. That's all. Okay, the next one, you have a radical. We are not going to leave it in a radical. You need to convert it into a root. You need to convert it into a fraction. An exponent. Wow, I'm sorry. An exponent, that's a fraction, right? We call it a rational exponent. So let's first rewrite this. This is the same thing as log base 2, and it's 9 to what exponent? It's 1/3. It's not 3. Remember, there's a poster on the wall right now. Cube root is the same thing as 1/3. So 1/3 power. To expand this one, you're going to take your exponent and you're going to bring it out in front. So it gets multiplied out in front. I'll do that in blue. 1/3 log base 2 of 9. That's the basics. Now we're going to do some harder ones. Questions on that? Okay, scooching it down. We are going to look here. Okay, we're not going to do this all at once. I mean, you could, but it gets a little confusing. The biggest thing that you have on D is what operation? You have division. So the biggest thing that you should deal with first is split up the division with subtraction. Yeah, so put a minus sign. And we're going to rewrite this, so it would be log base B RS squared T. I'm putting that in parentheses just so we know that those are all stuck together. And then you subtract the denominator, log base B. It is U to the 3rd, V to the 5th. Okay, this is important. In a second, we're going to split those apart. When you have variables side by side, remember that's multiplication. So to split apart the multiplication, you're going to add them together. But this one on the right has a subtraction sign, which means I'm subtracting both of those, or I'm dividing both the U to the 3rd and V to the 5th. So that one actually will get split apart with subtraction because they're both in the denominator. Does that make sense? Kind of. It's sort of like if you want to think about it as like distribution, I'm subtracting both of these things. I don't know if that's helpful for you. Okay, let's go ahead and split this apart. I'm going to probably do it on 2 lines. We have log base B of R plus log base B, what's the next one? S squared. I'll deal with the exponent in a second. And then split it again. The next one is T. So log base B of T. So you're making it really obnoxious and expanded out. I cannot fit the next one on the same line. So we're going to go down. So it's subtracting log base B of U to the 3rd. You have to subtract again because both U and V are in the denominator. They're both divided. So it's kind of like you distribute there. Log base B of V to the 5th. You are not done because why? What's the last thing you have to expand?
Exponents.
Your exponents. These guys, looks like you've got a 2 that needs to move, the 3, and the 5. Trying to color code for your learning, okay? So then rewrite it one last time. I'm not going to do as many colors this time. Log base R plus log base B. Oh, wait, shoot. I lost a 2. 2 log base B of S plus log base B of T minus, you have now a 3 minus 3 log base B of U and then it's minus 5. Log base b of v. This is one big expression. I just couldn't fit it on one line. You might write smaller than me, but just so we're clear. Okay. On the next one, can you please talk with your table? I first need you to rewrite this with an exponent. So log base a, and it's going to be r to a power instead of a radical. So you need to think about or talk to your table. What exponent would that be? Remember the number in the index goes in the denominator, so it is 3 over 5. And then all you have to do is send that exponent out in front. 3/5 log base a of r. Okay, I'll get you started on the next one, and then I'll have you finish it on your own. Again, this one has a radical, so you're going to first rewrite it with an exponent, because we're not going to leave it in radical form. Can you please rewrite it? So log base a, you've got this entire thing, r to the third s squared, that's an s, sorry, s squared, over t to the fourth, raised to, again, I'm asking you, this is a more complicated one, because you have an mth root. That's a weird thing to say. What's the exponent? It's not m. What is it? 1 over m. Yeah, mth root, 1 over m. Okay, before you can expand this all out, it's going to be a lot easier if you go ahead and, I mean, you could put the 1 over m out in front first. Why is this doing this? Close. But I'm going to multiply to all these exponents instead. So like they all are going to get multiplied by 1 over m. Remember, you're multiplying like 3 times 1 over m. The 3 gets multiplied to the 1, not to the m. So if you rewrite it before you expand it out, again, log base a, this is not going to be very pretty. It is r to 3 over m, s to 2 over m, t gets raised to 4 over m. Kind of small. I'm going to zoom in on this one. Hopefully better. Yeah. Okay, now you should be able to expand it. In the top, r and s. What's happening with r and s? They're on the same line, so they're multiplied. And then t is divided. So you need to talk to your table. How can I split these apart? I'm going to skip some steps. R and S will get added. T gets divided. So you should have a plus sign first and then a subtraction sign. The order does matter. So I'm going to skip some steps. I'm going to go ahead and take, it's going to be log base a of r to 3 over m. So I'm going to go ahead and take 3 over m out in front right now. If you want to do it in 2 steps, you can. But all of these have exponents. They're all going to move out in front. And then the last one is 4 over m. That's the one that gets divided, which is why it's got a subtraction sign. So log base a of t. Love it. Okay. My advice to you is go left to right, unless, of course, there's parentheses. Unless there's parentheses. Because obviously, if there's parentheses, then you have to do that first, because that's what order of operations says. Okay. So look at A. You have subtraction and addition. You do not have to do this all at once. You can do it in parts. So I would maybe first deal with the subtraction and just do that part. So log base 4. I'm going to have subtraction will become division. So I have a division of x and y. And then I'll deal with the plus sign in a second. So plus log base 4 of z. When I have plus, that will become multiplication. Okay, this is the part that's a little bit confusing. Where does the z get multiplied? To the numerator, to the denominator, to both? Top, because it's z over 1, okay? So it just gets multiplied to the x on the top of the fraction. So it's going to go here, log base 4. You will have xz over y. If you want to put that in parentheses, you can. My hint on the next one is you need to start by moving the 4 and the 5, make them exponents again. You are condensing, so moving everything together. Move 4 and 5 back onto R and S as exponents, and then deal with the subtraction. Can you please try that? Ready, go. Okay, it looks like this, and then you have division because of the minus sign. All right, log base b, it's r to the 4th over s to the 5th. Whatever is listed first, that will be what goes in the numerator, and then s to the 5th will go in the denominator because it's listed second. Okay, you have some exponents again on the next one because you have 1/3 and 2/3 out in front. So I will rewrite that with you, and then I'll have you maybe try and see if you can condense it from there. Log base a, and it's x to the 1/3 plus log base a y to the 2/3 minus, oh shoot, log base a x y. I'm going to have to move it. No, that's not. Okay, in the top of the fraction, you should have x to the 1/3, y to the 2/3, because they were multiplied. Xy was divided, so that should go in the denominator. All right, there's those two. So it tells you that log base 10 of 7 is 0.8451. We're going to use that and plug it in. But in order to be able to plug it in, you have to have the same log base 10 of 7. So we can rewrite log base 10 of 49 because 49 can rewrite as what? 7 what power? 7 squared. Okay, that's almost right. You now need to move the 2 because you can't plug it in right now. We're going to move that 2 out in front. So it's 2 times log base 10 of 7. Okay, you have log base 10 of 7 is 0.8451. So you can, I'm going to highlight it. You're going to substitute. You're going to replace. So it's going to be 2 times what you know it is. 2 times 0.8451. And you can use a calculator for that. It's going to get you a value. I have 1.6902. So the goal is to rewrite it as log base 10 of 7, or at least to use log base 10 of 7 so that you can plug what you know in, or substitute it in. So 70, you need to think about how can I rewrite 70 so that it has a log base 10 of 7. Log base 10 of 7, what can I multiply by? 7 times 10. Okay, you're not done because now you have to expand it a little bit. You have multiplication. Multiplication expands with a plus sign. Addition. So split these apart. Log base 10 of 7 plus log base 10 of 10. Okay, well, log base 10 of 7, this is the one we just talked about. You can substitute in 0.8451. We're going to add. Ooh, okay. Those of us who are a little bit newer to logs, log base 10 of 10. Remember, I'm asking, when I have a logarithm, it's equal to the exponent. So I'm asking 10 to what power is 10? 1. Yeah, 10 to the first power is 10, so that's literally just 1. Or if you were doing the change of base formula, it'd be log 10 divided by log 10, so we did. You add those together, I hope you can do that math in your head. 1.8451 is all, folks. The last thing today is so easy. And it's just an application of the fact that these are inverses. Exponential functions and logs are inverses, which means that they undo one another. I'm actually going to write that down. So besides this little green box here, log and exponential are inverses. So we've been talking about that. That means they, that was a bad arrow. They undo one another. All right. So what this formula says, or this theorem, sorry, not formula. This theorem says, if you look closely, it's kind of small. If I have an exponent raised to a log, the exponential and the log cancel each other out. You're just left with x. If I have a log with an exponential, they cancel each other out. They undo one another, and you're just left with the other number, x, or the other value. So we'll do a couple together, and I'll leave you to most of them. So for example, if I have, we'll look at these two. Base of 7, like an exponential base of 7, raised to a log base of 7, then these two just cancel each other out. 7, log base 7, and I'm left with 10. Or the one right below it, if I have an exponential base of 12 and a log base of 12, they cancel, and I'm left with x equals 5. It really is that easy. Can you do the next 3? Good job on the board. Cross out, we cancel, 3. R.